Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. 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 I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. 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 I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
Sitting in a 4v3.
Evan from Esports trying to find an position could be so damn close, so I cannot wait for us to finally decide who's going to be the champion. We are expecting some chaos, some great moments.
Beast Mode has killed 3. Only gonna really need that rampage, so it's gonna clear it out. Santi gonna get themselves a big old 4K. Santi's getting rid of 3, clearing out the house.
That is crazy!
Nunji actually kills 3 people.
This team feels entirely different on this faster composition. Now Saga Fort is hanging around, getting onto the high ground. Post bomb's gonna stick under Linky. They're not gonna be able to survive it at the end of the day. Blue manages to find a 3K.
Rio shoving this Ana into a corner. Woo! One more for the road for Rio.
That is all signs go. Melophobia with 3 Melophobia. Start the fight. They'll end the fight. Oh my god. Beagle Bus, they have to play aggressively into this energy, popping off in a moment where you needed just that. Ruby in that backline. Oh, the flick. Looking for it. Oh my goodness. The fourth one as well. Do they get the ace? They get the ace.
What is happening? All right, welcome back, everybody. Excuse us for the technical issues that you inevitably will experience here. We're gonna try and get them ironed out ASAP, but we are back with our final matchup of the night. It's going to be the championship of the Vicious Org, the last two Vicious teams standing. Vicious Control versus Vicious Sharks to move into the lower semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head here. Of the 12 teams here in the NA Console Open that entered the playoffs, 5 of them were under this Vicious moniker, right? It's a very big org within CGL, but a lot of them did not have the playoff run that they'd probably be hoping for. 3 already eliminated, and now Vicious Control versus Vicious Sharks, the top 2 left. Like you said, the winner's going to go on to that loser semifinal, you know, guaranteed top 4, but the other is just going to end here.
You can see right now that, you know, Vicious Sharks fell down here at the hands of a Short Bus, a team who is representing the console open tier in the grand finals already. But Vicious Control, on the other hand, with a couple of really, well, one really good win under their belts. Looks like this other match was a forfeit, the one against the Trigger team for Purdue. But still, a very strong win and a good performance over Dacker Sun, the 3-0 to get them to the position that they are in right now. They 3-0'd the Demon Kittens earlier in the bracket. So, I mean, Vicious Sharks went further in the upper bracket, but now, I mean, this is anybody's game. Vicious Control on a pretty hot streak.
Exactly, right? Further winner bracket coming through losers, it doesn't matter. The entire season up to this point no longer matters. You're in this match. What's going to matter is these next maps of Overwatch played and how you perform in them for these two squads. Obviously, this is a very interconnected org. That's why we're kind of hyping this up so much, because, you know, we have a lot of members, not just from both these teams, but from the other Vicious teams that are trying to sit in and get all of the action as quick as they can, because they realize, listen, this is going to be a back and forth affair. This is going to be deciding, you know, some personal bragging rights within the Vicious org, but also, you know, propelling you to face some of the other juggernauts here in console open, right? You know, you saw from the bracket, Mental Institution up next, Snowfall after that if you get there, and then the looming big boss Short Bus sitting in grand finals. I mean, I know people have been saying so much about NA Console Open with Short Bus being this unbeatable god squad, but I mean, really right now, it feels like there's so many teams that have a good shot at that trophy.
I mean, yeah. You talk about the other two teams that are sitting in the top 4 already waiting for one of these teams, Mental Institution, Snowfall, and Short Bus. All 3 are contenders. I mean, Snowfall barely lost to Short Bus in the winners final. Very, very competitive, but we have had a long day of Overwatch that comes to a conclusion here tonight. We'll get a look at everything else that happened today. Lunar Falcons with a 3-1 victory over Budget Approved to knock them out of the playoffs. Scad B Sports narrowly escaping with a win over the BGSU Falcons in their bracket. And then Anenra and Beagle Bus each sweeping their opponents very convincingly here. And now the one match that you can't see. It won't matter if it's not on the schedule. You'll be watching it in real time. We've got this Vicious matchup. Very, very interesting and should be a lot of fun. And hell, why don't we go ahead and meet our rosters, huh?
I mean, hey, listen, that sounds plenty good to me here. Starting off with, I believe, Vicious Control. Don't quote me on that, but I'm going to pretend I'm right. Hey, look, I am. It's going to be Rafa and Sorox on that DPS line. Lemonade being the tank, and then Wavy Creature and Boji Ohio on that support line. And, you know, this is probably going to be the underdog of the two teams, right? Sharks definitely has been performing as the best Vicious team the entire time. But like you said, coming into this Fletch, you know, Vicious Control, they're on a bit of a hot streak. They got a good match against Stacker's Sun where they were able to come up in a good 3-0 fashion here. So they probably have the confidence behind them to at least give us a good game.